gentlemen, may I see your tickets, please? Perfect. Are you excited, son?
Aye, I am. I've read a fair bit about the ship, and I'm intrigued to see if it's as good as they say.
Good for you. I'm sure you'll have the time of your life. Hope you make the most of it.
TARDIS is the best way of transport.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Come on, Lucy.
1 minute.
What's she doing?
She's still getting changed.
About that, why did you say that we had to be careful with what we wear before we landed?
We are in 1912 and on board one of the most infamous vessels in history.
Which is?
The Titanic. Wow, you look incredible.
Thank you.
What are you going to do about the TARDIS?
Oh, no one will notice her. She will just sit there.
Right, well, let's have a look around.
If we're going to split up, then be back here by 11:30.
Why?
The Titanic is famous for two main things. One, its size and capacity. Two, its unforeseeable end.
End?
The Titanic was struck by a large iceberg during the late hours of the 14th of April, 1912.
The exact day we are on right now. In an hour and 40 minutes, this ship will crash into an iceberg. But in 4 hours and 20 minutes, this ship will just be another shipwreck at the bottom of the sea.
So, in an hour and 30 minutes, we need to be back here?
Yes, latest 11:35, but not a minute later. We meet in the ballroom at the top of the ship at 11:25. We then walk back down here before the ship gets to the iceberg.
Orders loud and clear. I'll see you later.
Come on, let's explore.
Wait. It's quiet.
So?
It starts on my future and past. If they overlap. Why is the boiler room empty and why on earth is it so quiet? I'm shivering with timbers.
Are you planning on shouting that from now on whenever something unexpected happens?
When it's a special occasion, yes. Come on, let's explore.
Another long night ahead of us.
My wife wrote to me earlier this morning, saying that it's felt like weeks since she last saw my face. Have you got a wife, Captain?
Yes, I do. This year we will have been married for 25 glorious years. I cannot wait to see her face again. I have a lot that I want to do when I get back home. I have a daughter. This job barely gives me time to see her.
What will you be doing after you arrive home?
Spending time with my family. This will be the last voyage for a while.
You are a good man, sir. You are a very, very good man.
Thank you, Charles. You are too.
The Titanic. This is amazing. Thank you so much for taking us.
Absolutely no problem. I was going to come here years ago, but the risk always held me back from doing so.
Risk?
Well, yeah. If I landed on the Titanic and had a bit too much fun, then I could lose the track of time and let the TARDIS drown.
Don't worry, we won't let that happen.
Oh, I know we won't. I'm currently counting down.
How long do we have?
About an hour and 15 minutes.
How do you know that?
Look up at the sky. Do you see that star right there?
Yes?
That's Polaris, but more commonly known as the North Star. And that pattern of stars is the Big Dipper. Now, if you put all those stars together, then you can make a clock.
Wow, you're smart. Where did you learn that?
Gallifrey.
You haven't told us much about Gallifrey.
I just don't like talking about it.
Oh.
Anyways, there is still so much to see on here. Let's look around.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir?
Could you tell me where the ballroom is?
The ballroom?
Yes, I'm not sure what there is to do here, so I'm just going to wait for my friends.
Absolutely, sir. Please follow me. If you don't mind me asking, who are your friends?
Why?
I apologise, sir. I get curious very easily. Also, what's your name?
No need to apologise. I get like that sometimes. I just want to know everything when there's something going on. I'm Nathan. My name's Nathan.
Exactly, sir. Good to meet you, Nathan. Here we are, sir, the ballroom.
Thank you. I really appreciate you showing me.
Of course, sir. I'm always here to help. If you want some help, just ask for Mr. Meddle.
Lucy.
Pardon?
My friend's name is Lucy. I know that you were curious.
Thank you for answering that question, but didn't you say friends earlier?
Yes, but his name's not as common. You may be a bit confused.
I will not. I bet I've heard it before at some point.
I doubt it, but I'll tell you. His name's the Doctor.
The Doctor? That's his name? I've certainly never heard of that as a name. Occupation, yes.
Yes. Goodbye, sir.
Hello, good sir.
Hello, sir, madame. How may I help you?
Oh, no need. Just one question. Is this the ballroom?
The ballroom has been the topic of many questions tonight. Yes, this is the very room.
Excellent.
Have an amazing night. What was your name?
Oh, the Doctor.
The Doctor. Is that right? I think I've met your other friend. Nathan, I think his name was.
Oh, yes? Where was he?
Oh, he should be waiting in there.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
You know, your friend has said something which confused me a bit.
Oh, yes. Well, we all say odd stuff time to time.
Indeed we do. But when someone has been on the ship for 4 days now, it's unlikely that they wouldn't have anything to do or know what there is to do on here. Especially after each and every passenger was given a tour of the ship on the first night. The only reason why someone wouldn't know was if they were a stowaway. I will be informing the captain about this, and you three will be escorted off the ship before sunrise. Good day, sir.
What's his problem?
I don't know.
Come on.
Alexander Montgomery Carlyle, the true designer of Titanic.
Where did you two go?
The top deck. It's honestly a great view.
Yes, it was. Anyway, look at that. That portrait of him is brilliant. I've met him. Nice guy. That picture was taken 2 months ago at his home.
Are you gonna drink that?
Huh? Oh no.
That's rank.
What did you do that for? You don't just smash your glass if the drink's not good.
It doesn't taste right.
Are you okay, miss?
Yes, thank you. So sorry about that. I don't know what came over me.
What's in those drinks?
Just alcohol from the wine cellar.
And where would your wine cellar be?
I do not know, but there is a map just outside the ballroom.
Thank you. Nathan, take Lucy to a cabin so that she can get some rest. And you can too. I want to see what these people are giving us to drink. When I get back, we're going.
Why are you sending us to bed?
Because what I am doing is not exciting at all.
You better be back.
What do you mean? Of course I will. I'll always be back. I'm just checking some alcohol. It's not like I'm saving the world at the very last possible second.
Okay, when I wake up, I want you to be the first person I see.
I can promise you that.
How are we going to get a cabin? It's not like we booked a room in advance.
That's how.
Should have known. Psychic paper.
It always comes down to it.
You be careful.
I always am.
I wish that was true.
Meddle, what are you doing up here? You know Fitz's position is not up here.
We have 3 stowaways that must be escorted off immediately.
Stowaways? Impossible. Someone would have noticed if there were stowaways on board my ship.
Well, they somehow got on board.
Charles, go and see what Meddle is talking about. This will be a very long night. We will be reunited again, my love. Very soon.
I hope the doctor's okay.
The doctor's the doctor. He's always okay.
No, don't lie to yourself. Deep down, I know that he's upset. He may seem alright, but I think he's just doing that so we don't get upset.
Did you feel that?
Did you even listen to me?
No. Sorry. I think I need to lie down.
You okay?
My head feels weird.
Well, the doctor did say that we need to get some rest. He promised that he'd be back.
He better. I'm not dying at 40.
You're 40 years old?
In April 1912 I would be.
You were born in 1872?
No, I was born in 1871. My birthday's in June 23rd.
Oh, right. Well, I'm going to sleep.
Night.
Locked every time I want to investigate something, the doors are locked apart from a good day. Then one door is locked and the others... I must... try and kick it through. Ouch! Ow! Ow! A keyhole with... Oh, a keyhole with no key.
Are you okay?
Yes, sir, miss. Sorry, you scared me.
What are you doing? I saw you kick the door.
No reason to lie. I am counsel of the Titanic Supply Unit.
You're the CU Council of the Titanic Supply Unit. What's a CU Council?
It's a new member of council who are allowed to enter any area of a chosen piece of land vehicle, and I have been asked to be on the Titanic to do that very job.
That sounds like you're lying, sir. I've never heard of such a thing.
I would not lie.
I don't know you, sir. How would I know?
You wouldn't know, but you don't know if I'm telling the truth either. So let's say I'm telling the truth, and you tell the crew about me. You'd feel embarrassed, would you not?
Well, of course I would, but...
Keep your trap shut then and open this door for me, before I tell the captain that you were caught drinking on the job. Thank you for your help. Rule 1. Put up to lies. Stash fit for a king. Chateau Lafite Rothschild. The most expensive wine in the world, and they're only selling it for only £5. Oh, should come in more often. Cheers. Never been a fan of wine. Drank on the day I was shot and killed by an Apollo 11 astronaut. That just about tells you what I think of it. That's a story for another day. But that taste, that flavour, yeah. It's like, mouldy cheese. Lucy was right. Hey! Not very nice to lock your guests in the wine cellar. For God's sake, just open the door! Do you see that star right there? That's Polaris, but more commonly known as the North Star. And that pattern of stars is the Big Dipper. Now, if you put all those stars together, then you can make a clock.
35 minutes. Come on, doctor.
You attention-seeking lunatic. Making up lies to scare attention.
I'm not lying. They snuck on board the ship and walked around as if they were paid passengers. I managed to lock one of them inside the wine cellar.
Hey, Ye managed to lock a passenger in our wine cellar?
He is a stowaway.
No, he's not. The captain's right. The Titanic is the most well-protected ship in history. A stowaway would have been caught in the first second they board the ship.
What if they don't have a ticket?
That is very
But what happens if they don't?
They will have a ticket.
What happens if they don't?
Well, if they don't, then yes, we shall arrest them.
Open the door!
Hello, sir. May I see your ticket, please?
Pardon?
Your ticket, please.
Yeah, let me just get it from my pocket.
Fancy wallet you got there?
Oh, thank you. I got it from Harry Houdini himself.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah. No. But wouldn't that be a story for the kids? One of our passengers are good mates with Harry Houdini himself. If they don't know that it's a lie, then they'll think you're the coolest barber in the world. Oh, sorry, yeah, not popular yet.
Can you just show me your ticket, please, sir?
Yes, of course. Sorry, I got a bit carried away.
Thank you, sir. That's all I needed.
Give me that. This is a fake.
I can inform you that it's not.
Well, of course you'd say that.
You cannot fake this.
Oh, but you can.
So I can, but no one else.
There's something about you.
Sorry for wasting your time, sir.
It's fine. There's no wasting time when you use it.
But using time is a waste of it.
Yeah, not for me. It's complicated.
Right. Well, we are sorry for wasting your time, and if you have sustained any injuries from that door, then please let us know.
I'll be fine. Thank you.
Great. Enjoy your stay.
I will. Can you tell me the time, please?
9 minutes past the hour, sir.
Thank you. 30 minutes.
Wake up, sir. Wake up!
Huh?
You fell asleep.
I certainly did not.
Well, you must have.
I'm telling you, Charles, I didn't fall asleep. Last thing I remember is having a whiff of my smelling salts, and then you woke me up.
Sir, ship's route must have changed.
Why do you say that?
Well, your hand was slowly turning the wheel while you're passed out.
This is not right. How long was I asleep?
I'm not sure, sir. I was with Mr. Meddle. Do you know when you passed out?
Just after you and Meddle left. I took a whiff of my smelling salts and just passed out, I assume.
Do you think those smelling salts made you pass out?
You are not supposed to be here. Leave at once.
Just think of me as a child who wants to see how big the boat is. I'll take that as a souvenir. Always wanted to be a sailor. I was friends with one, you know. Ben Jackson. Good lad. Heard of him?
Leave now.
I'm the doctor.
Your ticket said Professor John Smith.
My ticket also said first class, but do I really act like someone from first class?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. It's a correct answer. Now, Captain, those smelling salts. Mind if I take a look?
I would not mind if you took my position at this rate. I am not thinking straight.
Thanks for the offer, but I'm already part of a different team.
Are you a captain then?
No, the TARDIS is a captain.
The TARDIS? Is that some sort of voyage?
Why? Try saying that to her face.
What's her name is a TARDIS.
Hush. Oh, that's weird. These are strong. Really strong. Ooh. Wow. I need to take these for analysis. I have a small setup in my cabin. Captain, I heard that you lost your arm. Starboard, about 50 yards. That should get you back on route.
How would you know that?
I am very upset. Smelling salts that can knock someone out. These things are stronger than what I expected.
Doctor!
We need to hurry. 25 minutes till the ship goes down.
We going then?
Not just yet.
We have just over 20 minutes until we all freeze to death.
We'll be gone before that happens. I promise. These smelling salts knocked out the captain of the ship.
Well, I can always count on you if I want history to be changed.
I'm changing history to save it. Anyway, I barely scratched the surface.
What do you mean you're changing history to save it?
Someone added something to the captain's smelling salts to make him pass out.
Who would do that?
To mess around with time. Catch up, Lucy.
So, someone is messing around with time by putting the captain to sleep?
With the captain's hand still on the wheel, slowly turning port. Yes, they are. They're trying to take the Titanic off course.
Who would do that?
I don't know, but it can't be someone who was originally on the Titanic, because the ship would succeed on its trip to New York and not sink the night before.
Something is messing around with time. I mean, what's the worst that could happen if we just left?
Possibly nothing. But Charles, who will survive the collision, could say that there was this man who acted very oddly just 5 minutes before the ship crashed into an iceberg, which led to many deaths. I do not want that to happen. There is someone on board the ship who doesn't belong trying to change history, and we're going to find them.
In 30 minutes?
No, of course not. We have 20 minutes. But we need to get back to the TARDIS, just before the Titanic crashes. So I would say that we have around 18 and a half minutes before we need to be back here. And it also depends on what exactly is doing this.
What?
Well, if it's just a corrupt time agent, then I can damage their vortex manipulator and return them to the agency. But if it's something more corrupt and dangerous than a corrupt time agent, then we might have to stay here for a tiny bit longer than expected.
How much longer?
Well, that depends on what it is.
I swear to God, if we die, then I will never forgive you.
Well, you won't be able to forgive him. You'll be dead.
We won't die.
I doubt that whatever's happening is that important.
Oh, it's important, alright. Meddling with time is not just a crime, but also a sin. You are looked down upon if you attempt to change history, especially Earth's history. Earth's history is a blessing. Many important events in the universe happen because of the Earth, mostly because of the rotation of the Earth.
How did that happen?
A window doesn't just smash.
Yeah, I think I know that. Something really isn't right. The tide is going the opposite direction?
The window was smashed in from the outside. How is that possible?
Strong winds?
Yet the sea is still calm. Sorry, Lucy, but wind is out of the question.
This is creepy.
Well, we can't be rude.
Oh, great. Ding Dong Ditch was a thing in 1912.
Ding Dong Ditch.
It's a kid's game. A child knocks on someone's door and runs away just before the person answers the door.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah?
Yes, me and John played the game when we were children.
What was that?
Come on, let's go and find out what's doing this.
Are you sure that we'll be back in time?
Oh, we'll be back in time.
Oh, but will you? Oh dear. Now it seems that one of you three have brought a gun onto the ship. Stop that at once! Nice try, but not good enough.
Oh my God.
Heart stopped. They have gone too far now. They've killed Edward. They've murdered the captain.
Oh, I was right to be sceptical about you three. Stand up, man!
A man has died. Actually, a man has been shot in the head. He's been murdered.
I wonder who by.
We didn't do this. We just found him here.
Likely story. Where's the weapon?
In your hand by the looks of it.
Don't you get smart with me. The weapon you used to kill this innocent man with. Where is it?
We haven't done anything.
If we had, then would we still be at the scene of it?
It's your plan.
My plan? What plan leads to being caught and probably killed?
I don't know what goes through that head of yours.
Oh, a lot more than you could possibly think. Example? What are you doing up in the wheelhouse? The only job you had was welcoming all guests onto the ship. But you've made your job more important for no proper reason, so I would advise you to rethink your decision right now.
I bet you were the boy that no one wanted to play with as a child.
What's your full name, sir? So I know who to report about once I find someone who works on this ship. Because I know that you are a lie. Everything about you is a lie.
What do you mean?
Mr. Meddle is just a creation, a false identity, but I know who he is. A joke of a man who is clearly playing with time. Oh, meddling with time. Time meddler. The meddler monk.
You've met him?
Have I? He's a Time Lord.
I'm honestly surprised with how long it took you to realise.
Well, you took your time with trying to change history.
Is he the one who knocked the captain out with the smelling salts?
Yes, Lucy. Knocked out the captain, locked me in the wine cellar. You'll do anything to get what you want. Even murder.
You know me, Doctor. I don't give up that easily. You can't do anything about it now.
We could always go back in time and stop you from doing it.
Going back in time is fine, if you don't do something which could possibly change it. But going back in our personal timeline? That's another thing. Let me teach you two about that idea. You stand beside Nathan and Lucy, so I know where you are. The wheel is time. We land on the Titanic. Nothing happens. Oh, but the monk changes, or attempts to change time. Quite a lot of damage, as you can see. Now, we take the TARDIS back in time to stop what the monk was doing. Where did he go?
Who?
Monk. That chicken!
What?
He's went back in time to save himself while we weren't looking.
How?
The monk is a Time Lord. He's got his own TARDIS. He must have escaped us in the future. But just to make it easier for himself, he used his TARDIS in the future, went back in time to about 5 minutes ago, rushed over to the wheelhouse, and his future self snuck his past self out.
Try saying that 5 times fast.
The monk is
I
a...
was joking. So what do we do now?
Well, lucky for us, this isn't a fixed point yet. The captain may be dead, but unfortunately, he was going to die anyway. If the ship isn't too far off course, then possibly we could still fix history.
You've destroyed the wheel.
Oh, you're right. Oh. Well, there's only one thing we can do now.
And that is... I don't think this is a good idea.
We know where we have landed, and know where we all will be, so we can easily avoid our past selves. But whatever you do not interact with your past selves. God knows what will happen if you do.